Hello everybody, I'm your produce guy, and today I want to take you into my backyard and have a little look at my backyard garden system that I use. I always say, and you know, fresh is best, and what could be fresher or better than picking your own vegetables right out of your backyard that you've grown, taking them in and using them in your kitchen right away. There's nothing fresher than that. You know, my first gardening experience was when I was probably about 6 or 7. We lived on a 20-acre chicken ranch. My dad and my grandfather were in the egg business together, and one day my grandfather says, let's plant a garden. Well, I was pretty excited about that, and as I thought about it and what we should have in that garden, well, the most important thing to me was I wanted to have a sign on that garden gate that said, "Keep out. This means you." Well, my grandfather went ahead and prepared. He got an old piece of tin from off of the ranch there and painted "Keep out, this means you," and put it on the garden gate. And I was more excited about that than anything that was grown in the garden. Well, that sign was on there about 3 or 4 days, and suddenly it disappeared. And I asked around, hey, what happened to the sign on the garden? Turns out my dad took it and put it on the gate to the irrigation reservoir that we had on the property. Oh, that was such a disappointment. Made me mad, little 6-year-old getting mad there. But we grew corn and green beans and a whole bunch of stuff in there, and that was a fun experience. Let's take a look at the garden boxes that I've got here. I use a raised bed system, and I've got several different height boxes that we're using here in the garden. I have 6 inches high, 8 inches high, and 12 inches high are what we're using. So here's a 6-inch box, and you can see I've got some peas growing right up this upright system. We use the upright system here to conserve space and be able to get more out of the square footage of our growable area within the box. So I've got some peas here, some chard is growing, and I have what had intended to be pea shoots, little gourmet item that you find in fancy restaurants these days. They're just little pea plants that grow about 6 inches tall. Well, we didn't get these harvested in time, darn it, for pea shoots, and so they are now producing peas, and we're going to enjoy those in just a few days. Right next door here is one of my 8-inch boxes. And I love these 8-inch boxes. They're my favorite because they're up off the grass, and you don't get so much grass or other things into the boxes. They're up high enough, so it keeps things out. I'm excited here because I'm growing Brussels sprouts. It's the first time I've ever done that, and that's exciting to me. And I love Brussels sprouts, especially. I've got a great recipe for some roasted Brussels sprouts that I'll share with you. Let's take a quick look at some of the other boxes I've got back here. Over this way is I've got some salsa that's going to be growing here. Well, not real salsa, but I've got jalapeno peppers. I've got some tomatoes in the back there. In between, I've got some Japanese eggplant. We'll have some fun with that a little later on this summer as they get growing. Earlier this year, we planted some cold weather crops in this box. And you can see this is probably our biggest success right here. We planted some red Russian kale, and this is just wonderful. It's a great vegetable for fighting cancer, and it is really been successful for us here. In fact, I'm going to build another box here a little bit later on. We'll make a video of that for you, show you how to do that, and want to plant some of this. It's cold hardy, and we'll be able to plant some that'll go into the fall and into the winter even with a covering. Got some green beans, some radishes, some cucumbers along the back here. We're going to have a great harvest this summer, and I'm excited to share that with you through our videos here. Well, I think that's it for today. This has been a little tour through my backyard garden, and look forward to seeing you next time with a few more how-tos and individual vegetable videos that we'll be doing. Appreciate your comments, suggestions, anything you'd like to respond to. We love that here. I am your produce guy. Look forward to seeing you next time. And remember, fresh is best. grab an apple right off the tree. This is a Golden Delicious apple right here. Now apples, you know, grow at higher elevations or in more northern areas. The reason for that is that apple trees require a chill. That's the first item. So when they go dormant in the winter, they have to have a chill factor. Can't get too cold because then the trees will freeze.